Let's go ahead and start the video.
We are setting the rainbow table. We are planning a giant feast. We are birthing a new creation for the lonely, the lost and least. Find the weary around that table, knowing wonder, knowing peace. If you're worried, if you're struggling, there's abundance, there is release, there is welcome for everybody, every story, every soul. Doesn't matter where you have come from, you are cherished and you are known. Come and sit at the rainbow table, full of colors and bathed in light. Come and learn how life. Come and sit at the rainbow table, full of color and bathed in light. Come and learn how the rainbow table offers grace to our rainbow life. Come and learn how the rainbow table offers grace to our rainbow lives.
Morning. It's good to see you and to be with you this morning for worship. We're glad you could be here today. We are continuing to talk about being playful, which I think the communion set up today and some other things indicate that we are still in this mode of what does it mean to be a playful church. So we're glad that you came to worship with us, to play, and to be playful. As always, friends, I invite you to take that booklet down the center aisle and let us know that you're here. If you're visiting with us, we're really glad you came to worship with us today. We invite you to check out those cards in the pew back in front of you. There's a visitor's card, and you are welcome to fill that out and to place it in the offering plate as it goes by. I don't know that I have, I was just going to say, let's be playful, but then I turned and saw Madeline's shirt. If you ordered a Crossroads shirt and asked us to tie-dye it for you, it is downstairs in the kitchen in a bag with your name on it. And if you ordered a shirt and have not paid for it, please plan to make payment for it soon. So they turned out really great. We're excited. Next Sunday, wear your Crossroads tie-dye shirts. If you don't have a Crossroads tie-dye shirt, wear a tie-dye shirt. If you don't have a tie-dye shirt, wear something colorful. We're just going to be fun and colorful. The song you just heard, we're going to sing that in a little bit in worship, so you'll get to enjoy that again and participate in that. Even though Pride Month is officially over, we recognize that we are thankful for the queer community all throughout the year, and so I think the brightness today just kind of speaks to that too. So we'll keep celebrating. Glad you're here. Let's keep worshiping.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I am happy to be back. This is fun. It's been a while, so I'm excited. So I'm going to kind of shine a light on Greg really quickly. He told us that we need to be joyful and playful and just go over the top. So I invite all of you to join us because we accepted the challenge. I'm hoping that you guys accept the challenge too. His exact words were, "Make me regret this." I think we can
True, I
do
said it.
that. So,
We only got sent to timeout once during rehearsal.
our
That
goal
was
is
the rehearsal,
5.
folks.
5 times. So, I encourage you to show your playfulness, your joyfulness, any way that you choose to. Tapping a toe, raising a hand, doing a jig in the aisle, yelling at Greg. Whichever one we need to do. Yeah, see? So, right there. We are just really excited to have you here to worship with us. So, let's move on to our first song.
We want to stand.
Oh, yeah. Why don't we stand for it?
We want to stand.
Go for it. If not, that's fine
Chicken
too.
wing. You need to check.
Told you he was going to regret it.
Do not be silent. Let anger bring change. No one is an island. Just stay the same. Stand by the ones who are oppressed. Stand by the ones who are oppressed. Stand by the ones who are oppressed. It's time to do our part. Do not be silent. Let anger bring change. No one is an island. Just stay the same. When they have cursed, we vow to bless. Where they have cursed, we vow to bless. Where they have cursed, we vow to bless. It's time for action now. Do not be silent. Let anger bring change. No one is an island. Things can't stay the same. Speak to the power and let love rule. Speak to the power and let love rule. Speak to the power and let love rule. It's time to use our voice. Do not be silent. Let anger bring change. No one is an island. It's just can't stay the same. Do not be silent. Let anger bring change. No one is an island. Can't stay the same.
Woo. Now that you guys are all up, it is greeting time. Yay!
doing here.
Chime time.
Starting at the sign.
Starting at the sign. Oh, yeah.
We are setting the rainbow table. We are burning a giant feast. We are birthing a new creation for the lonely, the lost and least. At that table will sit the weary, burning sorrow in their souls. There is magic at that table for the broken. Now they are whole. There is welcome for everybody, every story, every soul. Doesn't matter where you have come from, you are cherished and you are known. Come and sit at the rainbow table, full of colors, faded light. Come and learn how the rainbow table offers grace to our rainbow life. Come and learn how the rainbow table offers grace to our rainbow life.
Woo!
Now Jesus heard this. He withdrew from there in a boat to a deserted place by himself. But when the crowds heard it, they followed him on foot from the towns. When he went ashore, he saw a great crowd, and he had compassion for them and cured their sick. When it was evening, the disciples came to him and said, "This is a deserted place, and the hour is now late. Send the crowds away so that they may go into the villages and buy food for themselves." Jesus said to them, "They need not to go away. You give them something to eat." They replied, "We have nothing here but 5 loaves and 2 fish." And he said, "Bring them here to me." Then he ordered the crowds to sit down on the grass. Taking the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, he looked up to heaven and blessed and broke the loaves and gave them to the disciples. And the disciples gave them to the crowds. And they all ate and were filled. And they took up what was left over of the broken pieces, 12 baskets full. And those who ate were about 5,000 men, besides women and children.
Jesus loved to be at the table. He loved to be with friends, to share the bread and the cup, to engage in a meal and a time of fellowship, friendship with those he loved. And he loved those that weren't even sitting at a specific table they had been invited to, but those who had come gathered in a crowd. 5,000 men. Just men. Think of how many more women and children that would bring our total to. That Jesus fed that day from a few loaves of bread and a few fish. This is an endless table. It is open to everyone. We are all invited to come again and again to feast, to receive that which Jesus has blessed, and to be loved at the table. And so I bring bread this morning, but you're going to eat something else. Although if you steal some bread, I won't be upset. I don't even know that I can break this thing. My husband has decided to start making sourdough. Greg, help me tear it. See if you can break through that. I didn't know it would be so problematic. I don't think you could do it.
Sorry, Norm.
Right? Okay, Cody's not allowed to make the bread anymore. Thanks, Greg. This, I've never not been able to bake the bread in almost 20 years of ministry. I am signing back up for the gym, so this is a goal to break the bread. Jesus invites us to the table. He welcomes all of us to come and to receive the bread and the cup, to do this in remembrance of him who loves us deeply. And because we are in a series on being playful, and because we learned back in the pandemic that as traditional as bread and juice is, we can remember with almonds and Pop-Tarts and cinnamon rolls and orange juice and whatever we have on hand, just as people remember Jesus at the table with all sorts of beverages and foods around the world, we are again being playful today. And for those of you that struggle with this kind of table, don't worry, bread and juice will be back in August. This is the second time Greg has been in charge of picking communion, and last month he picked cookies and milk, and this month it is root beer and popcorn. And there are Cheez-Its for those of you with braces or odd ones who just don't like popcorn. But I invite you in this moment to come, grab a friend, take a hand, come and receive around the table. There is no order to this today. We are messy, we are welcome, all at the table to grab, to receive, to share. If you have a friend nearby you that can't come up to the table, I invite you to take communion to them, or I will do so myself. But come and receive. There is plenty, as there always is at the table. Oh, and take a kazoo back to your seat. You're going to need it later. Come.
let's go ahead and start the instrumental melody. Tim, can you unmute
Tim.
the band?
Tim, we need sound, Tim.
Tim.
Tim, help us, Tim. Tim, help. Help, Tim, we're muted, Tim, help. The piano doesn't make sound, Tim. Interesting. Then we have a very different problem.
Have some more popcorn.
It was all Melody's fault, we're all good.
Who was being too playful?
Never.
Trickery.
Yep, our scriptures from Exodus 16, 1 through 5. Wait, I got that right. Okay, sorry. There's a place for me to say the whole congregation of the Israelites set out from Elim and came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elim and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they had departed from the land of Egypt. The whole congregation of the Israelites complained against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness. The Israelites said to them, "If we only had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt, when we sat by the pots of meat and ate our fill of bread, for you have brought us out into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger." Then the Lord said to Moses, "I am going to rain bread from heaven for you. And each day the people shall go out and gather enough for that day. And that way I will test them, whether they will follow my instruction or not. On the sixth day, when they prepare what they bring in, it will be twice as much as they gather on other days." Will y'all join me for an offertory prayer, please? And if you're taking the offerings, go ahead and get ready. Okay. Lord, we live in a beautiful, sad, goofy world that reminds us just often enough that there is beauty here amongst the ruins. We ask you for fortitude. We thank you for the fortitude you've given us thus far. We thank you for the gifts that you have given us in so many ways. And as we reflect, we remain steadfast in our gratitude and our love for you and our love for one another. We say in Jesus' name, amen.
we may have made an error in giving Asher a kazoo. He kazooed his way through that whole song. Or we just found the instrument he likes. Don't worry, your time is coming. Although when Greg said, let's have kazoos in worship, I said that could make the amens during the sermon real interesting. So when you came to worship last week, were you surprised that you got to throw airplanes, paper airplanes in worship? Yes, right? Had you ever done that before? No. Maybe when you were a kid at Vacation Bible School, but not on Sunday morning short from the balcony. Even better. What about communion? Whether this was your first Playful communion or last month, was that a surprise? Yeah. What else has surprised you? And you don't have to just think about this in church on Sunday mornings, but you can talk about church or other things that God has shown up. What has surprised you in the last month or so? Two national dance champions. Complete shock, yeah. Anybody else been surprised recently? Yeah, Julius. Oh, a bird landed on your leg and looked at you. Yes, that would be surprising. Asher and I were surprised in the car the other day where bright sunny morning, and we were out and we saw 2 deer in our neighborhood. We don't often see them where we live. That was pretty fun. They were playing, chasing each other around. Anything about Sunday mornings surprised you lately? Kazoos. Why is there someone behind me with a kazoo right now? Oh, it's Asher again. I thought it was coming behind me. Might need to work on thinking about what surprises you. You know, some folks, when they come to Crossroads the first time, they're surprised that we don't have bulletins here. A lot of churches you walk into and you get a bulletin, and so you know what's coming up. And we don't do that in part because sometimes we're making changes until the day before, and nobody wants to be here at midnight on Saturday printing bulletins. The minute before, even, as Trevor points out, yes. But for those of you that come here all the time, you still kind of know what to expect in worship. The order may be switched up because we have various worship planners, but you still know that we're probably going to sing 6 songs or so. You know that we're going to take an offertory. You know that probably in any church, right? I'm probably going to stand up here and talk for a while, although sometimes we do something different. You know we're going to have greeting time. And if we don't have greeting time or we forget it, one of you is going to holler out at us, "What about greeting time?" Because you know that's a part of worship, right? There are a lot of things that you come into this space expecting. You probably even expect to see the same people in your pew. Anybody? Yeah. Kathy's like, yes, every week. Trevor is right here. We kind of know what to expect in worship here at Crossroads. I'd go so far as to even say that we kind of know what to expect from people in the sanctuary. For instance, we expect Greg to be wearing a hat. We expect Anya to be crocheting, right? We expect certain people in our church, Greg included, and usually Cody when she's here, to be wearing really fun shoes. Okay? We expect that Sarah and Rob are somewhere in the pews drawing during worship. Okay? There are things that we can expect. I can expect that if Ben is not in the band and is over there in the pew on every song, he is moving big time, right? Like he's in the band. We know what we're going to find when we come into this space. So much that it can kind of lose its newness, its excitement. We don't need to be curious. We know what we are going to find. So this morning we heard two stories about bread. And I'm going to kind of talk about them together. The first is the story of the Hebrews. And they have been saved from slavery in Egypt. This is a story we've talked about a lot. They've been freed, and now they are out in the desert wandering for 40 years, waiting for the promised land. I'm about to turn 43. They have been wandering for my life, and they are hungry. They want food. They don't want to worry about where their next meal is going to come from. And so they start to complain to God. When are you going to feed us? When are we going to arrive? When is this going to be over? You know what? It was better when we were enslaved because at least we had food. As I read this scripture multiple times, I thought, this sounds like a bunch of teenage boys at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and dinner is not for 2 hours. You can wait until dinner time. Then we have the story in Matthew, so well known, of the crowds that have gathered, and they've been listening to Jesus, and no doubt, it doesn't say they start to ask about where their meal's going to come from, but I'm sure there's some growling stomachs. There's some antsy kids who are ready for dinner. Even the disciples probably would like to sit down and relax and have a nice meal. What are we going to do with all these people? It's time to send them home so we can eat. What did they expect? I'm sure the Israelites didn't really expect anything to change because it had been like this day after day, month after month, year after year. Nothing was going to change, but they just maybe needed to vent a little. We know that feeling. When sometimes we just need to say what's really driving us nuts, even though it's not going to change one little thing. And the disciples expect Jesus to say, all right, go on home. The sermon's over. Go home and feed your families. Come back tomorrow. Disciples, let's go and get a bite to eat. That's what they expect. That's within the realm of reason. But that is not what happens. God begins to rain down manna from heaven. That's hard to even picture. It seems like the silliest thing, right? But there is so much food that the Israelites don't need to go hungry anymore. And then the disciples are told, oh, take those 2 fish and those 5 loaves of bread and go feed these 10,000 plus people. And you know what? Get your Ziploc bags because we're going to take home leftovers for tomorrow. Neither of these things that happen, that the Hebrews and the disciples and the crowd witnessed, were what they expected, what they could have possibly expected to happen. I don't know about you, but I feel like the world is pretty predictable in a lot of ways. Lately, in a lot of negative ways. When I see good things happen, that's the surprise to me usually. But there's a lot of predictability about what happens in our world and in our circles. I wonder what we would do if we actually witnessed the truly miraculous. If bread began to rain down from heaven. Or we had so much popcorn and bread and everything that we fed every church in Kansas City. Because that is what God is capable of. That is one of the things that these stories tell us. That God does not fit inside a box. God does not just meet our expectations, but God does bigger things than we could ever imagine. So what does this have to do with being playful? Sometimes we get stuck in life. We can get stuck in our thinking. We can get stuck in our doing. We can get stuck in our expectations. We get stuck in our thinking about God and what God is capable of doing amongst us and within us. And I think that can happen as a church as well. Anybody experienced a stuck church before? You're all like giggling, but no one wants to raise their hand and admit it. Of course. Of course. We have all experienced maybe an entire church being stuck or a committee being stuck. And it's not like to say something horrible about that group or that church, but sometimes we just get stuck and we don't know how to move forward. We don't know what step to take next. We're not sure where God is leading us. Or maybe we hear God calling us, but we are really afraid to take that leap. And so we get kind of stuck. Integrating play, being playful, is a way that we can get unstuck. It's why sometimes in my house, I know I've told you this story, when my kids just get stuck in whatever they're doing and their habits and their frustrations and all of that, my response is to turn on music and let's dance. Because it gets us out of our heads, out of our bodies, it gets us unstuck. So here's a few things that play can do for us when we are stuck. Maybe the most important thing is that it fosters creativity, imagination, and curiosity. Play is a way that we can begin to think outside of our framework, outside of that box that we've put ourselves or someone else or God or our committee or our entire church into, and think, oh, what if? And we get curious and we ask questions. We brainstorm and think up new ideas that might be so outrageous, but they begin to spin our wheels to find what else is possible. Play moves and opens our minds up to imagine. Another thing play does is that it lowers our defenses. I don't really like to look silly in front of people. But man, when I'm playing, I don't care. The joy just kind of takes over. Greg could not have made a better choice in Cody and Maddie today, right? They are some of the most playful people in this congregation. I know it firsthand from running youth camps with Cody. Just can let free. Play lowers our defenses. It becomes safe to be silly, to have fun, to say wild things that we might be afraid to say in a normal setting. Another thing play does is that it builds connection and trust amongst the community. We only have to think about sports teams, right, to know that. Playing together is a way that we connect. We build relationships. How many of you have made a friend or deepened a friendship by going to game night at Alex and Julius's, or playing games at Colorado together, or downstairs? Once again, you're not raising your hands. Blow your kazoos or something. Thank you. I know you have. I've watched it happen. When the musicians jam, what is that, Trevor? And are you playing? You're playing. You're playing. You're playing an instrument, but you're playing together, and you're playing off each other, and you're being creative and curious. What if Scott does this next? How will Madeline build off of that? You are being playful, and you are connecting and building community and trust. And one other thing I want to say about play is that play, in a way that it helps us get unstuck, is it gets us to try new things. It tells us that it's okay to mess up. We don't have to get it right the first time. We can adapt and we can work it out with one another. One of my favorite memories of play, I went and found the photo the other day because I love this so much, was in my very first church. We were having an annual retreat, similar to what we do at Crossroads. And we incorporated play that year. And we had a huge church lawn, and we had old school games outside, like the wheelbarrow thing where you hold up the feet and the potato sack race, you know, those kinds of things. And there were so many of our older members in their 70s, even some in their 80s, who participated. And this was a church where you wore pantyhose and high heels, three-piece suit and tie. The men were all businessmen. I mean, they wore a shirt and tie every single day of the week. And one of my favorite photos is of this guy, Lee Kane. He was in his 80s, and he had one of those smiles that just made you smile back. And he's holding hands in this group of 5 people. And he's doing that activity. I don't even know if we have a hula hoop. I'm not going to try. Some of you have done this team building activity where the hula hoop is around your arm and you're in a circle and you have to figure out how to get your legs through and then your arms and up over your head and then it goes over the next person. If you don't know what I'm talking about, are you envisioning it right now? Picture this 80-year-old man. He did take his tie off, but still in his pressed khakis, dress shoes, button-up shirt, big grin on his face, little kids, adults all over him with a hula hoop over his head. That was one of the best retreats we had at that church. And not just because we played, but because the play that we did opened us up in new ways to get unstuck from a lot of the things we were doing. That's the year we took half that lawn and we built a community garden that we took care of and then used it to support the soup kitchens in town. Something that all of those folks that wore their pantyhose and high heels and three-piece suits on Sunday never thought they would see on the front lawn of our country club church. Because we played. It was a big part of it. Play moves us and gets us unstuck and can really help us lean into what God is doing next. So we're going to play for a minute. Ben tried to steal my beach ball earlier, but I told him I'd take it back. Okay, here's where we're going to play. Because I know you guys had so much fun with the beach ball the other week. For those of you that have been to the Transforming Congregations discernment discussions and stuff, can anybody name the 2 areas that we kind of landed on where we were, for the first time in my 11 years, saw literally like a 50-50 split on how we should press forward? Half of the church, so worship was the one we didn't land on. So everybody kind of was at the same at worship. There were 2 that we really felt like these are major areas that we want to see transformation in our church. Welcoming new people. One was our visitor engagement. How do we not just let Alex and Julius be the visitor engagement team, right? I mean, that's kind of what it came down to in discernment, if I'm spelling it out for us. Okay? How do we engage visitors more and help them feel like they belong? Okay, and what was the other one? Community outreach. How do we engage more or in new ways in the community through our social justice actions, all of those kinds of things. So when we have sat in those meetings, we've said a lot of things, but we have been in a very serious space, in a very contemplative space. And so I texted our Transforming Congregations team last night and basically said, oh, please be there tomorrow and help me with this. We're going to play a game. I'm going to throw the ball to Julius because he had a little heads up. And Julius is going to stand up and be loud, and he's going to share something about one of those areas or a thread between them or a question that he has been asking. And then someone else who's ready, raise your hand and he'll throw the ball to you and you get to share. The idea is just like popcorn for the ball to pop around and for to share. This isn't where you have to be like, oh, I am hardcore on community engagement. Think outside the box. Wouldn't it be cool if we transformed our whole building into a whatever? Or, oh, this feels, here, I'll start right here. I didn't think of this until somebody else said this to me. I loved Faith with Feet. But every time I hear people say, let's bring Faith with Feet back for community engagement, it feels safe. Because we already know how to do it. And it doesn't feel like a step of faith. You want to throw it to Julius? Go throw it to Julius. He's right there. My helper. You can chase the ball down if it gets lost. Uh-oh. A little team help.
Well, I'm not the best catcher. So, anyway, my idea that came to me about those two subjects is to combine them in this way, possibly. That is to make it a point to engage newcomers, visitors, etc., in talking about what their community service or engagement interests them, what interests they have in community engagement. And what that looks like is how B&B can maybe develop and move forward with. Do I see a hand? Also, instead of one or the other, why not both and? We saw passions on both sides of the aisle. Why quote one of them? Let whichever way the Lord is leading you, go that way and ask, how can I be of service? Next.
Oh, Amy in the back. You got to throw far, Tim. Oh!
And I'm hearing a tension between being attractional, which is bringing the people in, and being missional, which is going to where the people are. And every church needs to be both. So let's learn from our non-binary siblings and be both. But as I was sitting in the back, watching everyone greet each other, I just had this vision of no pews, all cafe tables, all flexible seating. Now I know some folks don't like that, but I just thought, wow, what a different way of being next to each other. What a different way of being in worship together, to literally sit in a different configuration, and for that to be flexible. If we're going to be flexible and playful, why not be flexible and playful in our seating?
Nice.
Anybody else? Thank you for listening to my miniature sermon.
I think it was sort of one of the things we talked about at the retreat or at some point, but there's sort of that space in the hallway where it goes into like a pew back. We've got this big little Hoover downstairs. And I know we've talked at various times about how do we get different work groups to like share what's going on or celebrate new things that have happened or ideas that they're looking into and sort of make that known in a visible way so that people who don't know anything about work groups would see. So it could be like, we just got way more accessible for our building with these ramps. That's something really new and cool and worth celebrating. Or one of these local neighbors that I shoveled for last year and friended when she came to the whatever Gaelic Sunday, Celtic Sunday. I connected online and she just started a new job at Restart. And I was like, ooh, that sounds a lot like what Ron does with Mana Mission. Maybe there's a way, she was posting, we need clothes hangers. I was like, oh cool, maybe there's ways to plug in with where we know people are interested and sort of advertise that so somebody else sees, oh, that's a need that I can help meet or that's an interest that I want to be involved in. And as soon as I walk in the door, my eyes see that sort of thing.
Hands up. Anybody? You guys afraid to play? Oh. Here, give me the ball, my child. Jeez. I made a mistake. Give me the ball back. Nope. Oh my gosh. Anybody want them today? They can go home. They are free this afternoon. It's a 1-for-2 deal. 2 for 1 deal. 2 for 1 deal. Said that backwards. They were a 2 for 1 deal when I had them. Anybody else have something they want to share? What did anything spur up listening to people talk? I actually thought, oh my gosh, I just cleaned out my closet and I washed and dried every single one of your shirts before they were tie-dyed, and I hung up 50 shirts in my closet. I had 50 hangers, and I thought, oh, I have hangers I can bring for Restart, right? Yeah, Gerald.
When I first heard the idea of no cues, every things that I thought I escaped came back to me like, oh my God, I can't imagine church without cues. And then another part of me said, why not?
Yeah. The tables, yeah. Some people are like, as long as you keep my pew in the back, we'll be good. The front half can be tables, the back half can be pews. That happens in churches. They have both. Did you raise your hand or no? I just. Yeah, Julius. Yeah. No. Do it with somebody else. Have a partner. Have a buddy. All right, I have to move before this ball gets taken by my children. So my thinking behind this, and I think we mentioned this the other week, was that one time we did the retreat and Madeline led it with the Legos. We need to break out of the box a little bit, I think. That's what I keep feeling since our last meeting. I think some of us maybe left our last meeting talking about those 2 areas, including our transforming team, initially feeling a little stuck because we didn't land where we thought we would land on one decision as a unified body. But now, as I've spent time with it, it's clear that God is leading us in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of wonderful things that have already been percolating and starting up during this whole transforming congregations process. And so I invite you to kind of be playful as you think with the idea of where is God leading us as a church. Just because we have always done community engagement a certain way does not mean that we have to keep doing that. It also doesn't mean that we have to lose that to also do something new. Some of us are really excited about visitor engagement, but we don't want a big formal process like some congregations have. We're more organic. It doesn't have to be a huge formal thing for us to engage more fully in building community. There are other ways for us to see these things. And so I invite you to be playful, to be engaged in conversation with others, to think outside of the box about what could God really be doing here with us. There are a lot of ways that we are already a playful church. I mean, we have hammed it up, really, in these 2 months, to be honest. But we are playful in a lot of ways. There are plenty of folks that would walk in here and call us sacrilegious in general. But we still have that capacity to get kind of stuck in our mindset. In part because so many here have done such a beautiful job building, fostering, shaping this church for the 26 years of its existence. And we want to honor that, and we are so thankful for that, because without it, many of us may not have a church home. This is our place, right? But just as you guys that were here 26 years ago were probably kind of playful and wild and thinking outside of the box about creating something new, let's be playful and maybe a little wild in our thinking now. Let's imagine something bigger and let God show us what's possible, what God can do with us. I'm going to let the band come up. we're going to sing some songs. And they're going to let you you get to use your kazoos full out. To be playful and to be fun. Asher can give you a lesson if you want. I'll go back to what I said when I first passed the ball to Julius. The question that or the statement that someone threw out there that struck me was, I don't want to do what's safe. I want to do what God is calling us to do. Being playful means having some trust, having some faith. And God is calling us to trust.
Okay, but before we get started, though, we need to tune our kazoos. Okay? How's that sounding? How's yours
Mine's
sounding?
broken.
Sounds good. I think we're tuned.
You will have a musical instrumental break.
Mine's
during one of the
defective, and it's
songs.
definitely not the user.
There will be an instrumental break during one of the songs, in which case
There'll be another one.
it's time for your solos.
Yes. So there's going to be a break soon, and when I say a break, for those of you that are not in the jamming community, you get jammed today, and so we'll all take freestyle a kazoo solo. So all of us. That's why we just tuned our kazoos. Okay.
So we're in the right key.
You can stand if you want.
Yeah. If you want to
Yes.
stand, you want to dance, you want to do stuff.
Celebration, breaking into freedom. You're the song of our hearts. We cast aside our shadows, trust you with our sorrows. You're the song of our hearts. Dancing to the rhythm of your heart, rising from the ashes to the stars. You're the joy, 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 lighting my soul. The joy, 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 making me whole. Broken, I am running into your arms of love. You're the song of our hearts. The dark is just a canvas for your grace and brightness. You're the song of our hearts. You're dancing to the rhythm of your heart. So rising from the ashes to the stars. You're the joy, 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 that in my soul. Joy, 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 making me whole. Broken, I am running into your arms of love. You're the joy, 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 lighting my soul. The joy, 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 making me whole. Broken, I am running into your arms of love. Ooh, 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 hey, hey. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The shadows in the dark.
Let's go.
Love is calling in the wilderness. Mercy follows everywhere we roam. Leading with the greatest tenderness. Showing us the path to take us home. As we leave this barren place, right into your arms of grace, we return, and we will dance, celebrate, our lives we dedicate to the testimony of what you've done for us. The past has been made clean. The road of righteousness, your grace brought us out of the wilderness. Flowing like a mighty river flows, giving us the strength to carry on. Wind of our destiny now blows. Bitter taste of failure now is gone. As we look upon your face, feel the warmth of your embrace. We return, we will dance, celebrate. Our lives we dedicate to the testimony of what you've done for us. Our past has been made clean with the robe of righteousness. Your grace brought us out of the wilderness. Out of the wilderness. Out of the wilderness. We will dance, celebrate. Our lives we dedicate to the testimony of what you've done for us. Past has been made clean with the robe of righteousness. Your grace brought us out of the wilderness. Out of the wilderness. Your grace brought us out of the wilderness.
Woo! Yes.
Great kazoo freestyle.
That was amazing. Amazing. I don't know how we come back from that. That was so good.
We have released the doors at the zoo. Next week. Guys, this is what my house sounds like all the time. If I can gather your attention for a moment. We've lost control entirely. Next Sunday, there will be some other instruments as well with melody service, so get ready to jam next week, okay? Take this home as a reminder to be playful, because God delights. God truly delights in each and every one of you. Let me announce a couple quick things coming up. or just reminders about things. One, this is the last week to sign up for the raffle. So next Sunday in worship, we are going to pull the ticket, and there are still lots of chances for you to win. So go online, it's in the newsletter, it's on Facebook, share it with your friends, split a ticket if it's too expensive. $30 gets you a raffle ticket that's 6 days, 7 nights at Don and Tony's place in Puerto Vallarta, plus a $500 Visa gift card. You could even split that if you're like, hey, I don't want to leave the country right now. You could say, I'll take the money and give you the trip. Who knows, right? Like, so sign up for the raffle, invite others to do so. Last week for that. Yes. Also, some of us will be in Colorado 2 weeks from now, okay? For those Sundays around the Colorado trip, worship will happen here. It'll be downstairs in the fellowship hall with a simpler setup. And for those of us that are going to Colorado, you should have gotten an email late last night with all sorts of information. If you did not get that, check your spam or junk folders. And if you still can't find it, message me. But I think I got everybody on there. It has all sorts of information, reminders about final payments, calendar, all of those great things you need to know. There is a big request in there, and I'm going to mention it now. The musicians at Colorado are basically the Clam family the Clam band, the Clam family band, Trevor, and Finn. So we are bringing all our instruments. We are bringing a small PA system, if you know what that is, microphones, things. I don't know if you know this, but a vehicle with 5 clams in it does not leave a lot of room for instruments. So we need some help getting band equipment to Colorado. So if you are able to take something in your vehicle, please see Scott. We're not asking you to take all of the equipment. It might be that you can take a bag of microphones, or you can take the one PA box, or a part of the drum kit. As long as it all gets there, we're happy. And some of it we can even send with you. Like, if you're going to be gone, we can get it to you this week so you have it when it's time to go. So if you have any extra room in your vehicle, see Scott, please. Otherwise, you're going to have to play your kazoos for worship in Colorado. And then the last thing I want to do is we have 4 new members to affirm and welcome. One is Anya. Another one is Tina Blatter. She is homesick today, but I said when she comes, we will all hug her and affirm her because we love Tina. And then also half sick, half here. Alyssa is here in the back. Vilma is homesick, so she represents both. So one final time of amens, applause, kazoos, whatever. Let us affirm their membership at Crossroads. We are thrilled to belong to you and for you to belong to us. Will you join me, if you'll stand, and we will join together in this curiosity blessing for a benediction. And at the end, I believe there's an amen. And is it on there? Oh, it's not up there. All right, well, I'm going to let Cody do it with me, and your part at the end is to kazoo, okay? God gives bread for today.
Enough for this moment.
Or the whole band will join in. God multiplies what we bring.
We will move together in wonder.
Go as a curious community, open to surprise, ready to follow.
I was so excited.
Go and play. And get popcorn if you want.